What's up guys, it's Koi from Gentleman Within, and in this video we're talking 18 common men's style mistakes that dudes are still making that you definitely want to avoid. Before we get started, if you don't know who I am, my name is Koi. I'm the founder of Gentleman Within. I put out weekly videos on all things men's style, grooming, lookbooks, product, brand reviews, and all that good stuff. So if that sounds good to you, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and while you're at it, hit that notification bell so you get alerts anytime I put out an update. And if you've been riding with me for a while now, thank you for the support, the likes, the comments down below, all that good stuff. Really means a lot. Keep it up and let's keep this thing going. All right, let's get into these style mistakes that you do not want to make. Common style mistake number one is wearing a nice suit with the wrong pair of shoes. All right, gents, so this is one I see all the time, and guys are just wearing horrible shoes with a really nice looking suit, and this really destroys your suit game. Whether you're wearing sneakers with a suit or square-toed shoes, it is something that can really destroy your look. And so it's best to make sure that your shoe game is on par with your suit game. That way the overall look is on point and you're not gonna be looking like you have no idea what you're doing. Common style mistake number two is a bulky wallet, AKA the Costanza wallet.
And a wallet for your money.
Look at this thing. It's huge. You got more cow here than here.
If you're still walking around with one of these, you gotta lose it as soon as possible. There's no need for such a monstrosity in your pocket. My suggestion is to keep your wallet as slim and light as possible, especially these days where most of our information is in our mobile devices. You really don't need all that real estate in your wallet anymore. Common style mistake number three is wearing wrinkled ass clothing. Too many guys are carelessly walking around with wrinkled shirts and trousers, and it's definitely not a good look. Okay, I'm guilty of this one, but anyway, it's a sloppy and careless look. So don't be lazy, iron your clothes or shirts before you wear them, and if you're in a rush, go and get some of that wrinkle release spray. That stuff really does work, and that could be a quick fix if you are in a hurry. Common style mistake number four is wearing dirty ass shoes. So scuffs and a little bit of character on your boots is okay, and even on some of your casual shoes as well. But if you have dress shoes, that's something you definitely don't want to wear dirty or having scuffs and looking like beat down. Having dirty formal shoes or white trainers is pretty much the antithesis of smart casual, so avoid it at all costs. Common style mistake number five is going barefoot in shoes. Okay, so if you have a pair of leather shoes, leather loafers, or boat shoes or something like that, then it's okay to go barefoot. However, if you're wearing athletic sneakers, something that's not quite breathable and isn't meant for going sockless, you definitely want to wear some socks. And if it's a low-cut shoe, like a canvas sneaker, then definitely invest in some invisible, AKA no-show socks, and that'll help to keep your feet fresh. But let's get real, athlete's foot and odor is definitely not a good look. You can get pretty damn nasty, so don't tell me I didn't warn you. Common style mistake number six is a sloppy pants break. Some men like a more classic break, I get it, but there's a difference between a classic full break and a pool of flooding fabric down by your ankles. And so take caution and opt for a half break, quarter break, or even no break for a much more streamlined look. Common style mistake number seven is wearing ill-fitting clothing. A proper fit is paramount when it comes to good style. All stylish men know that wearing clothing that fits is perhaps the most important rule of menswear. And so here's the deal. Too many men are either wearing one, clothes that are way too tight, or two, clothing that are just way too baggy and makes you look like you're just drowning in your clothes or you're a kid playing dress up. I'm talking 2 to 3 sizes too large. And the dudes who are rocking clothes that are like compression gear and their shirts look like their buttons are about to burst, definitely not a good look either. You know, we get it, you got muscles. It really is a simple principle. However, a majority of men get this wrong and it's gotta change. So definitely avoid wearing clothing that does not fit. Common style mistake number 8 is becoming a walking billboard. Oh, you know those hype beasters I'm talking about, dudes rocking Supreme. It seems this sect of street style has embraced this banal form of self-expression. Okay, we get it, you got money, but essentially they're selling themselves, whoring themselves out, becoming a walking billboard. And it makes me wonder, you know, what is it that they are getting out of, you know, wasting all that money on becoming a walking advertisement anyway? I don't get it. Common men's style mistake number 9 is sagging your pants. And so in the 90s, we used to call this wigging. So it's like, are you wigging your pants? Yeah, I'm wigging. You wigging? Yeah, I don't know why we called it wigging, but we did. This was what all the cool kids were doing back then. Just like rocking wife beaters. But guys, we're in 2018 now, and rocking pants that are just sagging below your ass, definitely not a good look, so avoid that at all costs. Common style mistake number 10 is leaving the suit tag on your suit sleeve. And so my very first suit that I bought in Express, I left the label on for years. I thought that this was the right thing to do, and also it was a sign that I bought quality, you know? But we don't gotta mention that the suit literally swallowed me whole, but that's besides the fact. Tags on your suit sleeve definitely gotta go, so lose them. Just like on the New Era caps, you gotta lose the tag, like the size sticker on those New Era caps that I used to keep on as well for some reason. But yeah, gotta lose those tags. Common men's style mistake number 11 is mismatching your belt and shoes. I understand that some guys intentionally mismatch their belt and shoes, which is fine with more casual looks, but if you're rocking a more formal look, suited up, you definitely want your belt to match the color of your shoes, or at least in the same color family or a similar shade. This is just one of those fashion mistakes that are very, very common and could definitely be avoided if you just, you know, pay attention to the little details. Common style mistake number 12 is wearing socks with sandals. So this ain't Germany, and I don't know why some dudes are still rocking socks with sandals. There's really no need for tube socks. If you're in the middle of summertime, sweating your ass off, it's hot as hell, why are you wearing tube socks? What's the purpose? It looks horrendous and makes you look like you're a tourist. And so definitely lose those socks anytime you're wearing sandals. Common style mistake number 13 is men not dressing for the occasion.
Right.
And so I'm guilty of this one. I used to rock formal wear suits to like casual restaurants. You know, I'd be walking into Chick-fil-A with a full-on suit, or I'd be going out to the bars or clubs with a necktie and tie bar and just all decked out. And then, you know, halfway through the night, I'd lose my tie bar. Girls would be loosening my tie, and not in a suggestive way, or maybe it was. But anyway, many guys are dressed for the wrong season or are horribly underdressed in most cases. And so don't be caught in that situation. And so always know the dress code, and if you don't know, then ask. Common style mistake number 14 is rocking square-toed shoes. So these things, you know, they still make me shudder. And so I used to think that these things were the most stylish formal shoe that a man can own. Believe it or not, they were my go-to clubbing shoes. I loved my square-toed shoes. But guys, this is a mistake that I see many dudes still making, even though they're less trendy than say 10, 15 years ago, but guys are still making this crucial style mistake, so definitely burn those square-toed shoes right now. Common style mistake number 15 is rocking flip-flops away from the beach. To follow up on men wearing socks with sandals, men are still wearing flip-flops away from the beach. In my opinion, flip-flops are only a viable option when you are near a beach, a pool, or say your own backyard. But if you are venturing out into the city, then you definitely want to avoid flip-flops at all costs. It looks tacky, and you'll definitely be losing all the style points with this move. And so flip-flops away from the beach, no go. Common style mistake number 16 is wearing colors that wash you out. So when it comes to colors, you can really wear whatever color you want, really. However, some guys are rocking colors that aren't the most flattering for their skin tone. What I mean is that the colors aren't providing enough contrast against their skin, and it's causing them to wash out. For example, if you are pale skin, then you definitely want to avoid pastels that'll make you look even more pale. Common style mistake number 17 is over-accessorizing. A tie bar is nice, a lapel pin is nice, a pocket square is nice, and a watch is nice. However, when you put them all together, it can look like a jumbled mess and just becomes a little bit too try-hard. And it's even worse if you are already wearing like a bold pattern, for example. It makes it overkill. This is something that I notice among new menswear enthusiasts, guys who just start discovering accessories and things like that. I fell victim to it myself, but just check Instagram and this is a rampant epidemic. But now I understand that subtlety is power, and over-accessorizing makes you look like a try-hard. Try harder. And finally, number 18 is the visible undershirt. So this is one I see all the time, and it's guys wearing a visible crew neck undershirt under their dress shirt. If you're wearing a more smart, casual, dressed up outfit, say slacks, nice tailored chinos, and you have a nice clean button-down shirt tucked in, and then you got that collar going across the front, it's a little distracting and it takes a little bit of smart points away. What you want to do is for that crew neck to be hidden, and so get a V-neck that's deep enough so that it's not visible. And another problem I see is men wearing white undershirts with a white dress shirt, and so this is another bad move because for most guys, you're gonna see an outline of the shirt, which is not flattering at all. A better option is to go with, say, a heather gray shirt, or even better is to go with a shirt that matches your skin tone. And that'll be a shirt that's not gonna be visible underneath your dress shirt. All right, guys, thank you as always for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. Put out new videos like this weekly. All right, so on to you. Which of these style mistakes are ones that you see often? Or which of these have you made in the past that you aren't ashamed to admit? But yeah, that's all I got for this video. Cheers to your style, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.